Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
Hey, what up? What up? We got another best ball draft going down. This one is number 159. It is the Uncut Gems. We are inching in on over 200 divisions here. It is getting real. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Throw some comments in. Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What up? What up? All right. And yeah, we're going to get to smoking here really soon. This draft been interesting. We had 4 QBs go in the first round. We had 5 RBs in the first round. We had 3 wide receivers in the first round. Second round, 3 QBs and 5 running backs and 4 wide receivers, including Travis Hunter. There we go. In the second round. And third round, we had Nico, Jacobs, May, McConkey, Bowers, McBride, and Baker Mayfield. Uh-oh, Crispy said the volume's really low. Let's see. Let's see. Why is the volume low? Why is the volume low? Okay, let me know. Let me know. Did that? Oop. Let me know. Did that change anything? I forgot on my microphone software. I had to do an update, and so let me know. I changed it now. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Crispy Toyota One. Shout out to Pete PB and Waivers. What up? But yeah, let me know. How's it sound? Sound good now? Let me see. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Toyota One said good. Appreciate you guys. A little better. Okay. Well, if it's a little better, let me try going up a couple more points here. Let me know how that sounds. And where am I gonna go with this pick? You know what? I feel like I have to. I feel like I have to do this. Let's go Murray and Purdy, and let's lock in my 2 because I bet a bunch is about to happen right now. Hey, Marco from the future. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it?
Good night, future boy.
What up? All right. Crispy said, yup.
Yup.
And are the sound drops, are those like the same volume as they have been recently? Because I got all the specifics on that, and that's kept the same way. It was only just the volume on my microphone software. And Pete said, good. Third one said, legit. All right. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I didn't realize that it was going to change my, setting when I did a software update on that. And that's what was different about this one versus the other one. The other one, I mean, didn't really have any software with it. It's just the hardware. You turn the knobs and all that. This one, everything is fucking like digital. It's all on the app, but a lot more cool though. That's for sure. Seem to be more options that way as well. So after I took Murray and Purdy, we had Herbert and then Hampton and then Breece Hall off the board. And who's smoking with me, guys? It is about that time. It is about that time. Let's get some green smoke to black. How about that? And did you guys hear the? I got to readjust the volumes.
Maybe. Sorry. Actually, the phone was turned on a lot.
But I was nervous about no quarterbacks really making it back at the 5-6 turn, or just being a bunch of bums there.
Yeah, you did the right thing. Although I would have went Herbert and Murray, but
I mean, if people are paying attention to my draft, paying attention to just the draft prep, I mean, you'll understand the rhyme and reason on why you see me picking certain quarterbacks over others.
Yeah.
because it doesn't always happen that way. And like if I go backwards, a couple months, like I got way more Herberts than Murray and Purdy's.
I already know. You got to switch it up every now and again.
Yeah, see, like my positional strategy may be similar, but it's not always the same players.
Yeah.
And it's not, and I don't know, I guess it's more of a philosophy than a strategy, because I don't know, I feel like if you get caught down in a certain strategy, you're picking like the same type of people in the first 3 rounds, picking the same type of people in the, the 4th, 5th, and 6th rounds and shit like that. And
yeah,
I'm switching it up just enough, but I'm keeping the staying true to what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah.
Marco said, I'm sure Kaepernick will be available at your turn. I was going to wait until like the 10th round to try to get Kaepernick. You think I should get him now?
Yeah, I think so. Matter of fact, I'm going to go do it.
What's funny is Colin Kaepernick, because of me mentioning him, I got on ESPN one time. It was when First Take, when they were trying to get more audience participation. It was like, ask a question on Twitter and tag Stephen A. Smith and First Take. And I can't even remember what year it was. It was either 17 or 18. And I was like, is the reason why they're not messing with Colin Kaepernick because his main focus isn't football? And Stephen A. Smith was pissed. He was like, you know what? There's some other people whose main focus isn't football, like Jay Cutler, and he just got signed, and he like retired a couple weeks ago or whatever it was. So it was all during that time. I'm actually made it on ESPN twice in the same year, or at least mentioned on ESPN twice in the same year.
Hell yeah, that's badass.
It was back when Matthew Berry actually had a show on ESPN before they changed it around.
Yeah. I'll take JJ.
All right, I'm gonna kind of switch this up a little bit too here, but still an even build through 6, and man, I feel really good about the start to this. Just went Garrett Wilson and Tyreek Hill in the 5-6.
Oh yeah.
And what up, Ron? He said Knicks before Mahomes. Thoughts? Well, I don't like it, especially in this style of scoring. I feel like maybe in like default style scoring, maybe Knicks is a little bit better because he's just gonna run a little bit more than Mahomes. I also think it might just be people being a little bit in dynasty mode and thinking about the age, with Knicks compared to Mahomes. So yeah, if it was me, I would have taken Mahomes over Knicks. But yeah, dynasty gets it's very tricky right there because people are hella hyped on Knicks. But I just get nervous about guys in their sophomore season because year one, guys aren't gonna watch like college film like all like that, put like a bunch of hours into watching college film from an opponent. Maybe maybe the quarterback, not the quarterbacks, maybe the coaches will, and your DCs and shit. But yeah, I just feel like players aren't watching college film. So like, until they have a year worth of film, you kind of don't have any film on them. But look at the guy like CJ Stroud, like who killed it as a rookie. And you just see defenses they're a little bit more prepared for him. They did have some injuries to the wide receiver core, but the play calling didn't evolve either. So I'm kind of curious if Sean Payton, like, we know that he's a part of the 420 crew. He's a heavy smoker. Is he going to be ahead of the game and kind of evolve this offense again in his, second year with Bo?
Yeah.
What up, Zach? He says Raheed Shaheed or Marvin Mims better for best ball. I'd probably say Raheed Shaheed. I'm nervous about a quarterback being able to like hit him with the long bomb, but just because of that, because he can have the big ass spike games, I feel like he would be better. Mims is probably more consistent, but he probably doesn't have as many like spike games. Crispy said, but there's one problem with Kaepernick.
But there's one problem. Everybody still thinks that I absolutely suck.
Hey, Mondo, let's spark it up, bro. Let's get it. Marco said a couple days ago, I watched this home run compilation on YouTube, and at first I thought it was Alex playing in the MLB, and the announcer yelled, "I cannot believe it, home run Prince Fielder." Man, fuck you. Man, Prince Fielder could fucking, dude, drop bombs though. But yeah, he was a big boy, you asshole. I'll tell you who might be one of the greatest offspring this side of Ken Griffey Jr. It's probably Fernando Tatis Jr. That guy's a savage.
Yeah. Cal Raleig's out there getting it.
Dude, he's
illegal.
Dropping bombs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Raleigh, of course, you got Otani, and then Schwarber, Aaron Judge.
I hate the Dodgers, man. It's always have, probably always will.
Yeah.
It was great when they weren't winning for the longest time, but now they actually like started winning. Because they'd always spend a crazy amount of money, but they were on a drought from World Series for a long ass time.
This motherfucker got 4 quarterbacks.
That zip him up, Darren. Dude, 4 QBs already. I'm not mad at it, but let's see how the actual squad turns out, you know, in addition to those QBs.
Yeah, but 4 quarterbacks with 1 running back.
Yeah, see, like, you guys know one of my philosophies when you can't pick up waiver wire guys is you better be feeling good on running backs. I wouldn't be feeling good if I only had Kyren right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not wait till the end of the 8th.
I got 3 studs.
Hey, Ghost Monkey, what up, brother? Salute. What's going on, homie? Let's smoke it up. Yeah, I mean, even just having McCaffrey and A-Chain for me, like from what I'm used to building, like even that makes me a little nervous.
Yep.
And Toyota One said, what time is the daytime draft tomorrow? 10 a.m. West Coast time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'll throw the link in the chat right now. Dude, we've already had a shitload of people join. I just noticed that. I posted it in a bunch of leagues earlier and posted it on Patreon. 7 people already joined. So the league is already more than half full. And this is for the tomorrow, the 4th of July, Friday morning, early afternoon draft, wherever the hell you are.
Early afternoon for me.
I'm going to throw it in the chat right now. And then there is still going to be a nighttime draft tomorrow. I know, depending on what everybody's doing, I know that may vary on that. But for me, I'm gonna be drafting. Everybody went to San Diego. It's my sister's like having a party down there, but it's kind of like a girls thing, so I didn't even really feel like going. But Noble and Regal and everyone went, so I'm just at home chilling. So I'll be drafting with you guys.
Bet.
And Marco said, you hear about Michael Madsen? I don't think so. Hollywood, what up, bro? Going down, Hollywood. Don't forget, Hollywood. I just mentioned the draft tomorrow. And it's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's the link that I just threw in there. And yeah, dude, can't believe it. We already had 7 people joined already. Oh shit, no way. He died today. What?
Oh shit. Damn it.
Damn, dude. Now I'm gonna have to go watch a fucking I'm gonna have to go watch a bunch of fucking Quentin Tarantino movies, man. Damn, R.I.P.
For sure.
Where is it? Not a huge fan of that pick.
Motherfucker.
Oh, you know what? I am a big fan of that pick because I love sniping people.
God damn it.
Or you watch Free Willy. I haven't seen Free Willy since like legit kid years. You know, like he's in that movie. I mean, the movies I remember him from: Reservoir Dogs, Hateful Eight, and what was the other Quentin Tarantino? Man, it's crazy that he was supposed to be Vincent Vega in Pulp Fiction, but because he was doing like Young Guns or some shit, whatever movie he was doing, he was obligated time wise for that, and so then John Travolta gets put in that role. He's the stepfather of the kid. Oh, is he a bad guy? Because I feel like the stepfather of the kid was an asshole in that movie. I can't remember, but isn't that why he was like leaving the house to go hang out with Willie? Dude, crazy, man. Yeah, I haven't seen Free Willy in before.
It's been so damn long.
Yeah, like legit 90s. I don't even know if I've seen it since
In the 2000s.
Yeah, I don't think so. This is one of those movies. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's okay, but I feel like most of the movie is just kind of like bullshit, just like super boring. Obviously, when he's freeing Willie, and then it gets exciting, but there's a lot of boring shit leading up to that. Yeah, I haven't seen it in years. I mean, yeah, I just that's not one of those ones. I mean, I wonder if I watched it now, what I would actually think of it. And it would be fun to like go watch movies like that you legit haven't seen for like, fuck, it hasn't been 30 years, but it's been 20 plus years, since I've seen that one. Probably close to 30 years since I've seen that one. Diana once said Free Willy, pause. I know we didn't want to make this a Diddy commercial over here.
No.
When he frees Willie, the movie's over. Exactly. That's like the final like climax, and then it just ends. It almost ends like a horror movie, where like, because horror movies, once the climax hits, it's like it's over. Maybe there's a second climax, because the killers do come back, sometimes for one last scare, just like Randy says in Scream. But it's like then the movies just like end. Like there is no like, I don't know, that there's no closure or anything. It just ends on the spot. Yeah. Maybe that's why Free Willy was so whatever also. As soon as he frees Willy, it's just over. All right. Crispy, are you working tomorrow? Does your boss make you work on 4th of July? I mean, I'm sure, if something crazy comes up, like do people have to pay that premium holiday rate to get you to swing those wrenches? I would assume so, right? It should be like everywhere else. If you're having to work on a holiday, there should be some extra fees associated.
Absolutely. Madsen almost making it into Pulp Fiction reminds me of Bruce Willis. Only be number or so to be John McClane. I'm missing some of the translation there, but was Bruce Willis like not supposed to be John McClane, or are you saying like you couldn't imagine it being someone besides Bruce Willis? It is kind of cool that in the what's it called, in the Quentin Tarantino world, that Madsen and Travolta they're brothers, right? The Vega brothers. Who's that fake ass motherfucker in the chat right now? B Fatty. It's funny. I know that there's some trolls that are going to be coming through. Crispy said, "Fuck my boss." Yeah. So the ones that paid holidays the best to get paid and stay at home. Fuck yeah, bro. PB and waivers. I work tomorrow, but calling out Saturday for a disc golf tournament. Nice. And you have to call out, like your job doesn't like give you time off if you give a 2-week notice. If not, it's just a shitty company to work for one. But yeah, man. Oh, there goes Brian Robinson. So I'd be hella nervous as Brian Robinson. That's my second. Caught a bullet in his bubbles. He caught a bullet in his bubbles. You can be Man, this is pretty cool. I've never seen this until now. But now YouTube, like when you're in the chat, it puts top fans. I don't know if you guys could see that. But I think it's giving XP based on comments. So I'm not really sure. But that is pretty cool either way. Shitty company I requested but got denied. Pfft, what the fuck? And Toyota One said, with your Facebook post, some trolls or bitches sliding through. Probably, but it could be also from from the copycat crew that's over there. Because I know some bullshit came out of the woodworks over the last few days with them. That's why I also changed the intro to drink one for the douchebags and the assholes out there.
Damn, Jackson Dart already.
I think that feature promotes spamming. Maybe. I mean, I'm not even really sure how it fucking works because you guys have been commenting, but it hasn't. But nothing's changed on like the XP because it shows me the XP, but like, and I don't know. Unless it's not coming from commenting, I don't know. Crispy said, "Fuck Facebook." Yeah, and Toy One, that's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. Totally could be. Oh, Marco say, besides that, I couldn't imagine John McClane. Okay, yeah, being someone else besides Bruce Willis. He was number 8 to get the role, and I think they wanted Richard Gere, Stallone, Arnie, Burt Reynolds, Kurt Russell. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Because you think about it, I mean, Bruce Willis and John Travolta. Like, you just think about what kind of roles they were doing. I mean, shit, didn't they just do fucking Look Who's Talking or whatever? Before that, talking about some talking babies and shit. I mean, just not necessarily like action stars at the time. But that's also like, that's why as an actor, you shouldn't take bullshit jobs for a paycheck because it could fuck up your entire, future of the way people think about you. And yeah, Die Hard definitely like got things back on track, but also just, Quentin Tarantino shit, like in general, like John Travolta, like he might not even came back if it wasn't for him doing Pulp Fiction. Like nobody wanted to hire him on shit. Then he comes back as that, and then he starts getting some gangster roles again. Like what was that other one? Swordfish. Right, exactly, Marco. Will Smith was supposed to be Neo, and you know what's so dumb about that is that he chose Wild Wild West over The Matrix, and I swear, like I don't know for sure. This is just me guessing, but what if it was just because he got to also do the soundtrack on Wild Wild West, and they gave him like more freedom, behind that. Like legit could be the reason Wild Wild West. I don't know if it was a flop, but Matrix got 3 movies. It's one of like, the most storied franchises in like movie history right now. Crispy said, and fuck the fake Crispy. Hey, the fake Crispy's in this draft right now, bro. You're not in the draft. Yeah, Ghost Monkey said R.I.P. Mr. Blonde. He said that part where he cuts the cop's ear off was crazy. Yeah, and okay, so some behind the scenes on that scene in general. So first off, he said that he didn't like the script said that Mr. Blonde was supposed to be dancing and terrorizing, that cop, whatever the hell, Marvin Nash or whatever the hell his name was. But he said he didn't know what to do. And he's not a dancer at all. He was like, yeah, John Travolta, he would have been way more fitted, for a dancing scene. But they said that he asked if he could just like whatever is going to be playing. He said, can you just play that in here and I'll do whatever, I feel. And that's what it was. It was all kind of improv on that. And that knife that he used, the blade, that was the blade that Beatrix Kiddo had in her boot when she got buried alive. Remember when she cut herself out of there? That was the same knife that was in her boots, or the same blade that was in her boots. Molly Ringwald from the Breakfast Club was number 1 to be Pretty Woman. Interesting. Probably wouldn't have been believable as a redhead. Crispy said, I know I could smell his failure. Hey, K2, what up, bro? What's going down? JJ said, nah, Jaw Crispy is the real Crispy. You have an imposter in the YouTube chat. I know, right? Who is the real Crispy? It's like the Spider-Man meme where they're all just like, about pointing at each other, about to shoot each other. We don't know who the real imposter is.
Would the real Crispy please stand up? All right, I'm in love with it. There's my starting lineup on offense.
It's not too shabby. I was fucking pissed when you took Chris Godwin at the 9-9. I didn't say anything. I just kept my emotion inside.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at getting Myers and Shakira right there.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I was pissed.
4 running backs.
Marco said, is not Julia Roberts a ginger too? I don't think she's a ginger, is she? I guess. Could be. Yeah, see, Jaw Crispy. Dude, fucking up, bro. Like Dart with your 9th pick and no other QBs in between them. Yeah, not the thing to do. And yeah, will the real Crispy please stand up?
Fucker.
He said, one thing about my team, it's pretty injury prone. I mean, yeah, you look at CMC and A-Chain for sure, and then Aaron Jones. Yeah. We're going high upside. No risk it, no biscuit. And it's only $11. Like sometimes things are going to change around. And yeah, it is what it is. Shit happens. Just got to make sure to get the correct backups when possible. Yeah, I really have no idea how, because the top fan thing hasn't changed at all. It's still got Pete, Marco, and Ghost Monkey as the top 3, but I'm not really sure how. I'm gonna try to YouTube live stream top fans. Let's see what happens. YouTube is testing a leaderboard where you can earn points by chatting. I was sending super chats and being active. Okay. Yeah, someone send a super chat. Let's see if it changes it. Get those entries into the raffle. It's going down on 7/10, 1 week from now. Yeah, especially because I'm not going to be streaming on the 8th or the 9th. Those will be 2 days. I mean, if you send Zelle or something, or if you're thinking about it, you could do it those days. But yeah, do it in advance. Crispy heard all that, coughed at his QBs and grabbed another one. I mean, shit, he needed to. I mean, only had Dart at the time. Well, there goes Danny Peso, so he can't even get the backup for Richardson. And I'd be nervous if I actually needed Richardson to do something. Which he kind of does, because Dart's not going to be a starter right away. Who knows when he will actually get into that role. K2 said Chase says Mahomes without Kelsey is just Cousins without a headband. Yeah, man. I mean, Jamar Chase, he's making sure to give them some bulletin board material. I like it because I want the Chiefs to come back. I got a lot of Kelseys. I got a lot of Mahomeses in Dynasty.
Yep.
So yeah, keep talking shit, man. Keep talking shit. Make sure that you do everything you can to light a fire in their ass. I like it. I like the shit talking.
You'd be proud of me. In your one of your slow drafts, I had the one in 03, and I went with Mark Jackson.
I like it.
I don't.
But I think maybe I've taken a first round quarterback in this tourney once or twice. Like last year, it wasn't the same. I took a lot of first round quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So I'm switching it up this year a little.
In the other draft, we are quite a ways along, and I don't have a quarterback yet.
JJ said, if you think about it, Mahomes is just Burrow with a competent front office. Man, the thing is like Mahomes' toolbox. He's like the 101 for QB talent to me in QB history, because how he could do everything good, not a couple things good, literally everything good. Because what couldn't Peyton Manning do good? You know, at least initially. I mean, the deep ball wasn't a thing. Him, like the throwing power, you know, not a thing. And he sure as fuck couldn't run, you know. And then you go to like, I don't know, a scumbag like Brett Favre, you know, who's like the ultimate fucking gunslinger, you know, who can run, who can improv, but his accuracy is like, you know, it's just insane. He's so much of a gunslinger that he's so inaccurate that he's the, you know, leader in INTs probably forever. Like, dude, Mahomes is like literally the prototypical, like at least what he can do talent wise, like the perfect quarterback, you know, and like him getting to sit for a year made him better. Not every quarterback gets the luxury of sitting for a year. You know, he got to sit for a year and learn from a quarterback who was drafted number 1 in the NFL draft, like what, 10 years before him or something, you know, at that point. And they were the exact opposite. So he like literally got to learn from someone who everything Mahomes was not good at. He learned from someone that was great at it. Mahomes didn't know how to fucking check down when he came into the NFL.
Alex
Smith. Learn to live another day because there's another down, you know?
Yes, sir. You're not going to win the game on that play regardless.
Yeah.
And like this right at the end of the game.
Marco said Alex Smith, best comeback ever. Bro, I mean, he was like, what? Like couple inches away from having his leg fucking amputated. Like that's how bad the injury was. Like, yeah, best comeback ever.
And then the man came back and won football games.
Yeah. And you know what's so he's from San Diego. You know what's nuts is him and Reggie Bush were on the same high school football team at the same time. Like they were mollywopping fools.
I guarantee it.
Well, JJ said, yeah, the perfect quarterback, except for, you know, the whole crazy wife and creepy brother thing. Yeah, I mean, you know, we can only do so much for family members. Most people's families are fucked up, no matter how you slice it. That's why I don't talk to much of my family. So Mahomes is better, much better man than me, keeping those PB and waivers. People don't talk about how good of position Patrick Mahomes walked into. Well, yeah, he walked into a good position, but I mean, literally the luxury of being able to sit for a year. That's how good the position was. But also, that's a good front office, and that's a really good coach. But either way, like, if people don't give, like, you know, everyone is acting like Tom Brady, you know, he would have been the same without Bill Belichick, you know. Let's give Patrick Mahomes that same, you know, that same sentiment. The dude literally doesn't have one RB. What the fuck? He doesn't have one RB. He has 2 IDPs already, but he doesn't have one RB. What is Jaw Crispy doing?
Going 0 RB.
Marco said the pics with his leg where the skin's like turning black crazy was able to keep it. Yeah, man. I mean, he was so close to getting his whole leg amputated. Fucking crazy. Yeah, Marco said Rodgers had 3 years behind Favre, I think. Yeah. And I mean, dude, Jordan Love, same thing. Like being able to sit, learn the system, still go and practice, and like not be, still be a high draft pick, but like, yeah, knowing that you're going to be able to sit and learn and without any kind of extra pressure besides that. Most QBs now who start right away and get thrown to the fire. I mean, some prevail, but more fail than prevail. JJ says one difference between Brady and Mahomes. One can beat the other in the regular season. One can beat the other in the postseason. Yeah, but so much comes into the other pieces on that. Like Mahomes outplayed Brady by so much during that game that Brady beat him in the Super Bowl. But yeah, when nobody else is doing anything on your team and you're like one man on offense and your whole offensive line like got hurt within the last couple weeks and your players aren't catching balls that are like thrown so well that they hit off of their face mask, like, I mean, people could say that like Brady beat Mahomes, but no, if you go down to like stats and everything, like I'm sure Mahomes had better stats.
Yeah.
Brady just had an overall better team that day.
Mahomes didn't have an offense.
JJ said it wasn't the only postseason game they played in. Yeah, it wasn't the only one, but don't you remember that Tom Brady threw an interception with as pretty much time expired, and then it was at the end of the game, and that call got randomly overturned because of a bullshit call. Like we were about to win until the refs got involved. People forgot that like the refs used to like do shit for the Patriots long before they were doing shit for Mahomes.
Yes.
Rookie Peyton Manning wouldn't last the season nowadays at 28 INTs or so. Yeah, fuck no, man. I mean, dude, this whole quote was from Peyton Manning's rookie year.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
That's from Peyton Manning's rookie year that his coach said, I don't even know if we can win a game. Because, yeah, like their team, Colts were horrible. Like, dude, look at that, like 1 year, like that 1 year that Peyton Manning like broke his neck or whatever and didn't play. And like, look at how horrible the Colts were. Like they go from like winning 14 games the year before to winning like 2 games the year after that. And pretty much the same, a majority of the same team is intact besides the quarterback. It's like the team wasn't really built well. It was built for a quarterback to put it, all the way on their back. And K2 said pneumonia. What? Pneumonia what? All right.
Damn.
One pick in front of me. Where are you guys going?
No. Trey Benson. Having the turn is nice, isn't it?
It is and it isn't, because I am going to beef up my running backs here, at least add more depth. But it's also like this turn is making me grab a player like Wright right now where I don't want to. But I swear he went in the 14th or the 15th round like yesterday or the day before or something. And I don't want to get caught without my A-chain insurance.
Yep.
JJ said the whole refs thing will always go on, but super big for Mahomes last season because they won more games through fluke plays or something. Seemed to have been going on. Also, Mahomes flopping every 5 seconds didn't help much either. I mean, does he really flop every 5 seconds though? Like, I understand like a few of them here and there, but like every 5 seconds, like he doesn't get hit. Like they don't have 60 or 70, offensive plays some games, and he flops like one time throughout like span of 2 games. But it's what people put on, it's what they put on film. Also, though, the Chiefs are coached very well. And like, yeah, if they get a call like overturned or something and they don't really make a lot of mistakes compared to like other teams, I mean, that's really what it is. Crispy said that could possibly be the first failed grade in the Huss best ball. Dude, I mean, I mean, Blue is his number one running back at this point. Like he's gonna get an F like on running backs, no matter how you slice it, because the running backs are the the starters. Let me see how many starters. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, see, it's weird. Yeah, see, look, like when you think about it, no matter how you slice this, Waddle is a bench player because there's no second QB in there and there's no running backs. There's only 6. There's only 6 spots available if you take away the running back. Well, no, I guess that's a super flex spot. So he's a super flex, actually. But yeah, still, why? And now you're running with Blue.
It's gonna be a ticket like some dumb shit like this. Jaden Blue's gonna fucking break out this year and do some dumb shit, and then he's gonna pick one more fucking turd down here, and it's gonna be a ticket like that wins the fucking tournament.
K2 said, "Wait, a true 55?" 55! Man, this is just crazy, man. You need running backs to start in week 1.
I know.
I mean, I know Algier might get some points in week 1. Is Blue gonna get points in week 1? I just no fucking idea. JJ said many quarterbacks flop, but he needs to learn how to flop better. I mean, if he's winning and stuff, if he's winning, doesn't it? And he's getting those calls. Does that not mean that he's doing what he like?
So
you also don't have to push a guy when he's going out of bounds already either. Like you could just not touch him. He's already going out of bounds. Right? Like that's,
No, Waddle would be the last starter.
Yeah, the super flex.
1,
2, 3.
No, because you got 2 receivers.
Yeah, well, there's 10 total starters. So he's got 8 right there. One and the other 2 would be the running backs because you have to start 2 running backs.
So, but you got 2 receivers and then 5 flexes.
Yeah.
And
but one of the flexes is a super flex. There's 4 flexes and 1 super flex.
Really?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. Okay. So 4 flexes and a super flex, but I'll show you how it reads right now. It's yeah, well, I guess
Nah, JJ, I don't think you was grabbed
yet.
Yeah,
he is in the super flex. He is in the super flex. He's my hero for drafting a 1 quarterback team, but it should look way fucking better than that. Like
K2, I don't think Jock Crispy's from that gang war league. I don't think so.
Like it's ballsy to do that, but I mean, if you got 10 or 15, 20 tickets in here, 50 tickets, like 7 people, like it's like putting a DFS ticket in and not spending all your money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
draft a team.
Starting RBs, though. I'd still want starting RBs. Like if he would have taken, he didn't have to take Dart. You didn't have to take Dart. He didn't have to take the IDPs. There, like those IDPs are going to be dope as fuck, but not at the expense of having Blue, Algier, and Braylon Allen as your starting running backs.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
And I hope he's listening because Jock Crispy, we want you to do better, bro.
Yes, we do not want any excuses when we take your money at the end of the year.
Yeah, I want to beat people at their best, not try to trick them into,
Exactly. I cannot believe Downs make it back.
Can I have some of those chips?
These?
Kind
No, not all of them, but some of them. Yeah, go ahead, take them.
All right, let's see it. We got 2 in front of me right now. Mhm. Let's see. Let's see. If they took Mill Road top 10 for sure, it would be. Yeah. It wasn't. Nah, that's Original Gangster is his sleeper handle.
Harris, Keon Coleman, and Josh Downs on the bench. That's automatically a B minus, right? Because I got 3.
I guess I wouldn't put Josh Downs in that. I wouldn't say he's going to be a difference maker, but I would say, I mean, Harris, we assume that. Coleman's probably fringe there.
All right. I'm getting a B minus.
Downs' fault. It's just there's so much bullshit over there.
Yeah. I'm getting a B minus on the bench. I'm going to put something pretty together.
Man, and screw you, Mondo. I wanted what's his name right there? Brooks.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, so he wasn't gonna make it back to me. That's good to know.
All right, let's go forward. Yeah, because I mean, shit. I think I had Brooks like number 5. Like,
who'd you take there? Flacco, you fuck face.
Yep. Hell yeah.
God damn it! I waited too long. I should have did it 3 rounds ago, bro.
I mean, if not 3 rounds ago, you should have did it 3 picks ago. That's for sure. And Crispy said the screenshot of the dude's draft today will be the only thing I need to tell you, motherfuckers. Know your role and shut your mouth.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
JJ said, by the way, who do you think won the Dolphins Steeler trade? Are they both or are they both lovers? I mean, I don't think it was that good of a trade, like either way. But Johnny wanted out, Jalen Ramsey wanted out, so it's like they got something for them rather than nothing. But yeah, I mean, it's a trash trade for the Dolphins all around. And I don't even know how good it was for the Steelers. I know Arthur Smith got one of his guys and all, but
Buddha.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I said, fuck, I wanted Flacco, but I got too high and forgot about his ass. Oh, man. He said, so I went with another IDP. Fuck it. Well, I mean, if you would have let Brooks go, I would have taken Flacco anyways. I just would have taken Brooks and Flacco. So,
yeah,
he's dope.
I love this so far. I got high head for. I rank the Colts players just this coach higher than you do. So,
who'd you say you rank higher?
The Colts players.
Yeah,
just because I'm a fucking, well, apparently retarded, but.
It's all right though, you know, having the fandom for someone. I'm just I'm glad that, you know, the Chargers left San Diego on all that bullshit, and so now I have no ties to them where I think a certain way about any of the players or overvalue them because of it.
Yeah. Oh, if I was from San Diego, bro, well, I'm a Justin Herbert fan, clearly. So, like, I'm just a Justin Herbert fan. I was a Justin Herbert fan when I came out of college. Like,
Herbert's dope. But one things that I said is no matter what, he's never going to be able to ditch that Chargers curse. And they've seen that curse on display in the playoffs multiple times now.
Yeah.
No matter what, Chargers are cursed.
All right. He's taking a box out to drive as a car. He says, car box. They're a trip.
You aren't sleeping right now, so why does it matter? It doesn't matter right now.
And shout out to the peeps on Kick trying to send me something. Make sure you hit that follow button. JJ said, this just in, Crispy loves to draft every tight end that he can. Yeah, I mean, Crispy loves he loves a tight end. You know, it's way better than a loose end, that's for sure. And you're muted if you're talking, Mark.
No, I knew I was muted.
Okay.
Our kids are. We had some bright idea. Somebody had bright idea to let the boys have a few friends stay the night. So we are now, paying the consequences for my actions.
Yeah. Oh, it was you. Okay.
I'm a sucker, but I can't help it.
Yeah.
My boys and my babies, you know what I'm saying? Like they're everything to me. So.
Yeah.
I was recently gone for 2 years, you know what I mean? So
yeah, for sure.
I'm eating every bit of this up, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Noble ain't having no sleepovers like that. Like, nah, man, it's gonna be way too much.
Yeah, they all live right around here. So. If they get too crazy, I just walk them home. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, it's like that. Okay.
Yeah, like everybody knows better for the most part. They get ring bumps.
If it's literal neighbors like that, that's a different story. Because
yeah, literally, like, they live right behind us.
Take them home.
So.
Chris said, "Need to give those kids a shot of whiskey and Benadryl. They'd be knocked out."
Fuck that, bro. I'm getting ready to go get the chloroform. Fuck what you're talking about.
You will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
Goddamn right.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. You're in my world now, Grandma.
You're not giving the good stuff away.
You're not giving the good stuff away. I swear we gotta get a fucking mic drop that says "clock sucker."
Right?
Man.
Yeah, we would just have to invent one because our crew invented that saying. We never heard anyone say it before us. I think it was Johnny who was the first one to say that. There we go. Patrick Queen off the board.
She's a killer queen.
We got to get a sounder mic drop team just to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like make every player that you draft has a sound drop.
I mean, we don't even really need a whole team. We just need a few people to be thinking of stuff and send in the ideas or the because it's easy for me to get sound off of YouTube videos. So people sent me the YouTube video and was like, go in 1 minute and 30 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I try to do what I can. Let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 21. Right, I got 20. I got 20 names as of now on here.
What the fuck? Are you serious right now? No way. How the fuck? My fucking queue just disappeared.
Who'd you have in there?
Oh, there it is. Okay. It's like 17, 18 players.
Marco said when AR5 gets drafted, you need to drop you are a bum. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, there's a few people who get that treatment when they get that drop.
Should have grabbed her laptop.
Need to be I just need to have this one ready for when the bums really get drafted.
Oh no! We suck again!
Shout out my wife, man. She deals with me with the lives pretty much every night now. But I use her phone to do the live, and then I draft on my phone. So
Nice. Well, we appreciate it.
yes. Don't forget our 420 crew hustle chaos leagues coming up. $20.
Super fun. Best ball drafts during the season every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. Join as many as you want.
16 teamers, 22 buy-in. It's gonna be nice. Every week, gonna be a $200 winner and what, a $60 winner, I think. Yeah, those are gonna be super fun though. And Marco said Chaos League. Yeah, it's gonna be ultimate chaos, best ball drafts. I guess it sucks for you because you're on like such an opposite schedule being in fucking Germany. But yeah, it's gonna be 9 p.m. West Coast time. What's that for you? Like 3 p.m. or something? But it's gonna be shorter drafts, only 11 rounds.
9 p.m. West Coast.
9 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Eastern, same time as these drafts.
I mean, it's midnight here, but I'm down. But just need to know.
No. Yeah, 6 p.m. West Coast, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt off the board. Oh shit. Metskin's got Hutchinson off the board. It's funny. Jaw Crispy. He's got 5 running backs in a row. Well, 5 out of the 6 last picks running backs, I mean. But 3 of them are rookies. I'm not saying that the rookies aren't going to do anything, but like they're probably not going to do anything really early in the season. And if you catch a hella losses in the beginning of the season, like you're probably not going to make the playoffs unless you get on like a crazy tear. Which it could happen. Oh, Hollywood taking Van Ginkel in the 18th round. That's like stealing. How did I forget about him?
Yeah.
Forgot about him because there's no Brown, no Minnesota Mike. I mean, a few of the regulars who are in all these drafts who would be drafting them before, they're not in this draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Had I been thinking about it, I would have went Levante David and Van Ginkel back-to-back picks right there.
Yeah.
All
right. Shout out the Hustler too, man. He'd be putting this tournament's badass. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit.
It's fucking crazy this year, man. We're gonna have over 2,000 teams, and like we still got 2 months left of drafting, and we got like 2,000 teams. They're damn near.
Yeah.
Let's see how many teams we have in because I just did a I'm trying.
I bet you.
Every time a league starts, I'm trying to update the numbers just so I don't get far behind because it gets annoying. 1,912 teams in right now. So a couple more drafts, we're gonna be over. We're gonna be over 2,000. And Crispy said, I'm glad someone's happy about their new friends and their tranny virtual lover. Just had to get that out there. Yeah, fuck those guys. Yeah, the real ones are over here. They can go play their fake games over there. Man. I don't know what happened with Zip Him Up right there, but Kyle Williams in the 19th round. Man, I wonder. I'm sure there's been some other people picking him high like that, or maybe even higher. I just don't remember it. That seems like the highest that anybody's picked him. Mondo said, I'm out at lunch tomorrow on July 4th. Let's go. He says, take a sip of some Jack. Fuck it. Let's go, bro. We got 2 drafts tomorrow. I don't know what time you're getting off, but we got a draft at 1 p.m. Eastern time and then 9 p.m. Eastern time, the normal time as well. I'll be drafting. I mean, if we don't fill them, I'll be drafting in both of them. But yeah, I'm not doing any fireworks stuff or anything. The kids and fam are out of town. They went to San Diego for 3 days. So I'll be chilling, drafting, smoking with you guys. Julian Love. I love that guy and I hate him because he's so consistent, but he's almost like too consistent that he doesn't have high highs.
Yeah, you know what you're getting.
In a redraft in a dynasty league, he's so good because you could just put him there and like never have to take him out. Woo! Mondo said, but I'm down for the early one if I'm free. Hell yeah, bro. So that's 10 a.m. West Coast time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Right. Marco said, hustle, just be lighting some weed instead of fireworks. Exactly. And if I really wanted to watch fireworks, I mean, the last 2 years, I'm pretty sure my neighbors, like literally right across the street, were setting off some big fireworks. Because like in Vegas, everything's legal with the fireworks. Like, man, any little strip mall that you go to has a fireworks stand there. It's fucking crazy. That shit is like so nuts for me, like being from California. Cause like, yeah, I mean, just the fireworks in general. I mean, man, super illegal in California. Like I know it'd be people like going to Mexico or Arizona to go get the fireworks. Because yeah, it's not a thing in Cali. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins in the 19th, man.
Motherfucker.
Dude. I wonder if people are just doing it now to make sure that you can't get them at this point.
Pretty much.
Probably better for you anyways.
Yeah. I'll cloud your judgment.
Yeah,
DeAndre Hopkins is like a $1 scratch off ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like you buy $1 scratch off ticket because there's a chance to win $1,500, but you're never gonna win the $1,500. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Brian, what up? Snoop the Whoop? What's going down, bro?
But there's a chance. There's a chance you could.
Yeah.
Because he's done it once before. You know what I'm saying? He used to be a league winner.
Yeah, he did. He did at one point. But like I think we got to go back to like 2018 to like, you know, maybe 2019, but I feel like it was 2018.
Darren Waller's one of my favorite tight ends of all time. Like he's a recovering addict. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely has a good story there. And I mean, it's crazy how John Gruden like kind of discovered him on the practice squad or whatever. But outside of that, what he did, 2019 was fucking great because he was a free agent. Nobody really, you know, knew about him that year. That was the year that he broke on the scene. And then, but then, you know, outside of that 1 year where he had, outside of that 1 year where he had the crazy playoff run, you know, I mean, that was kind of it. Crispy said, I just called my boss from my iPad and told him if anyone calls this weekend, tell him to just blow that blow that shit shit up with some black cats. Savage. Crispy.
EJ Speed, baby.
Yeah, it's fire.
Has my 6th IDP.
That's nice. That is nice. When Marco said call a random number and get Megan Fox on the phone while she agrees to a threesome with Scarlett. Was it Johnson or what Johansson, whatever it is, said not gonna happen, but there's a chance.
Exactly. I mean, it could happen, right?
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
There we go.
It's so funny how he said it backwards. What are the chances of a guy like you and a girl like me ending up together? Dude, Jaw Crispy. This is funny. What did he just quit? He like drafted the beginning and then he just put all running backs in his queue and just taking the rest of the night off.
Yeah.
Very interesting strategy.
I don't like it, but
yeah, I definitely don't like it, but interesting nonetheless.
I'm so shitty, bro. I gotta fucking get stupid cute at fucking third quarterback again. But my IDP's fire.
That's rough.
Yeah.
No matter what, a lot of people are going to be donating in this tournament. I'm sure of all mine. You know, I'm going to be donating a bunch as well too. But,
yes.
Either way, these drafts are fun. Like, so that's like another thing too. Do we all want to win money? Yes. But I think no matter what, the first part of like even what we're doing should be about having fun drafting. So like,
absolutely,
if you have fun drafting, even if you draft a shit show, I mean, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of activities we could do for $11 and get, 2-3 hours of entertainment out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, you can barely get a fucking meal at at any kind of fast food restaurant for $11.
For $11.
Yeah, Crispy said there are some girls on OnlyFans that'll make your dreams come true. Right? That could be one of the worst addictions that people have these days, man, is the interactive porn addiction. This is different if you're just like subscribing to websites. I mean, if like movies was your thing back in the day, just like buying DVDs or whatever. But man, I mean, you like hear the stories about how much like single people are donating to these OnlyFans chicks over the span of a year or a couple years. And it's like, dude, I wish I just made that amount of money, let alone, had that much money to be able to spend, on something like that. Mondo said, can't beat the feeling of when of what you get for the price for sure. He said, I just like the draft feeling. I mean, no matter what, the draft is the most, I mean, besides winning, but like drafting is the most fun of the fantasy football season. Like getting waivers and shit weekly. Like a lot of times that's like a chore. It's not really that fun. I mean, until you get your guys and you shit on your league because of it, but yeah, drafting is just always fun. And that's why I love best ball, man, because like I want to do like 100 drafts like every off season, but I can't manage 100 dynasties this year and then 100 next year, in addition to the 100 I just had and all that. So yeah, man, I love the best ball. And I'm in Vegas. So like people could tell me all the time, hey, come join on Underdog or whatever. I can't because I'm in Vegas.
What? Not
And Marco said, I told you last year, fantasy football tube streams. Man, I am telling you, if there was, and maybe I just need to create some AI chick, to do this. But if there was an AI chick that answered, fantasy football questions while topless or something like that. And like just talk about how much money that person would make. Like just I'd say they'd probably make like $1 million in just in one season.
What? What? That's offline.
We're not offline.
That's
Yeah.
not the rest.
If you left like the draft, you gotta leave, you gotta like back out and then come back in. 21st and 22nd round here. I know someone's gonna like this pick. Let's go with Hollywood Brown in the 21st round. And I don't get too much dubs, but if I can get him outside of the 20th, we'll take a stab at it. There we go. I need more IDPs, but I like the 3 top ones that I got, and kind of seemed like it slowed on IDP a little bit in these last couple rounds. Kirk Cousins. Didn't give this porn chick fantasy football or baseball advice. What do you mean? He gave some chick money, but she didn't even give baseball or football advice. Is that what you're saying? Especially fantasy football being a male dominated area. Yeah, it would just be insane. Insane.
Hey, I'm gonna have to bounce, bro.
All right. All good, bro. Catch you later, homie.
Hold on. Shit. My bad.
All good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bounce out. I'm gonna keep drafting, obviously, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to cut out for the
Go
night.
wrangle those kids up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put my dad foot down. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. All right, bro. Catch you later.
All right. I might try to pop back in for the grades.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Yeah, Crispy said it. Whiskey and Benadryl. They'll do you right. All right. Let's get a song going in the background here. Oh, Shadur off the board. Let's see. And here we go, because this one's on my mind. Just left over. So, I mean, where you are in the draft makes a huge difference, especially when it comes to the quarterback round. But yeah, quarterbacks, I mean, it's really hard to judge. You just don't want, you got to be ahead of the 8 ball versus being behind it, and like, I guess I didn't really have to take, I guess I didn't really have to take 2 quarterbacks, or I could have taken 1, and I would have been happy getting the second one there and still getting Geno as like my third, but every draft's a little bit different as well. So that's I mean, the more drafts you do, the more instinctual you'll get. I mean, that's why I feel like my instincts are like really good. Like right now is because when you do a shitload of drafts, you kind of have an idea of what's going to happen. But yeah, and running backs are going super early, and it's tough if you're chasing a position, because if you're chasing a position, it's going to be really, really tough to feel like you're catching up, or getting ahead, because you're always going to feel like you're chasing. And I'm just gonna, there's only a couple people. Yeah, Brian's on Patreon. Yeah, he's on Patreon. Yeah, speaking of Patreon, I need to go, now that we're into July, I need to go update my rankings again, I feel, or maybe just add some more people to it. I'm sure there'll be a few things that I might like tweak and change around. But yeah, I think it's more about just adding more people to the list. Right? Pete said depends on who's in the draft too. Exactly. Like that's the thing that's tough, is like, but that's also why I like this tournament and why it's so fucking insane, because like you just think about the variables, like the variables from manager to manager, and then you're talking division to division, and then you're intertwining all those different variables, and it's tough to win. Yeah, Brian said, check that ish, the Patreon. Yep. The draft prep, just staying on top of that. And really, it's doing more of these drafts and being in the chat and asking more questions, right? Because, I'm doing this damn near every day, and things change every day, and I'm on top of it. And if, like, you need to know how players are, how their values are changing or things like that, that's what I'm here to help out with. Darius Slayton, there we go. I swear Hollywood drafted him like yesterday or 2 days ago in like the 15th or 16th round. And I was like, bro, why don't you just wait until the 25th? You could get him there just the same. And he did it today. He listened, and dude, got great value on Darius Slayton compared to drafting him in the 15th or 16th, whatever he did a couple days ago. Thoughts on the Pitt Miami trade? I thought the trade was kind of trash if we think about it. But it was necessary though for the Dolphins, because Ramsey and Jonnu wanted out. They're complaining. They didn't want to be there. And like, it was either release them or trade them for something. And so they got back a safety. They probably need safety help a little bit more than cornerback help. I don't know. I guess after releasing Ramsey, might still need more cornerback help. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, but like the pick or whatever. They got back a 5th rounder and they gave away a 7th rounder. So it was like Jonnu and a pick swap. Just really whatever, And yeah, so and it ruined pretty much everyone's value for fantasy football in that trade. And Hollywood said that was the only time I drafted him early, and now I'm never gonna forget it. Yeah, and seeing like, could he go earlier than the 25th in the draft? Maybe, but it's not going to be the 15th or 16th or whatever it was when I told you that, and was like, dude, just get him like in like round 25 or something, and you'll be able to get him there, no problem. Because I was totally thinking about Slayton. Oh man, fuck you, Mark. Taking Alontae Taylor. I was totally thinking about Darius Slayton and with some of my next picks, but look, it would have been the end of the 25 or 26, at the earliest, and I don't even know if I would have taken him there if he was still available. I was just, he's one of 10 people that are in my queue right now. Man, that's fucking lame, bro. How many IDPs do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only got 5. Let's see. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go with this tandem. Lock down some late wide receivers here. Huh. Mark, you son of a bitch, dude. I can't believe you took Alante Taylor right there.
You bastard!
All right. I don't know why I've been in a D12 mode kind of recently, but here's another old school D12. There you go. Hold on. This one's just for you, Mike. Hold on. You know, and I mean, a lot, you know, you could kind of make that same argument for a handful of people, but like, you know, if those guys end up in the top 3, that means there's only 2 more spots inside the top 5, you know, if everyone stays healthy. Oh, man, Hollywood. He got Ken Murray. Oh,
no! We suck again!
yeah. So I'd want to get top heavy with that running back spot. And you're not going to be mad at your wide receivers, whoever you get there. You know, you're going to be happy with the duo of Brian Thomas and X wide receiver. And yeah, and dude, and thinking Bucky's going to last to the, well, I guess you didn't even say how many teams. I'm assuming 12 teams. So like, dude, I mean, that's 23 more picks until 24. So like, yeah, I mean, I think that's super wishful thinking if you think Bucky's going to be there. And Bucky would only even be close to there if it's a super flex league. If it's not a super flex, no way you're sniffing Bucky. Yeah, 12 teams. Single QB or super flex. And we have keepers, so it's actually moved back. Yeah, see, and who's the 12 keepers off the board in that league? That also makes a difference. Because yeah, like I mean, Saquon or Gibbs might even be keepers. But you already know for sure that Bijan's not being kept by the person. Single QB, yeah, man. Like it, like no matter what, it is going to be it's going to be slim pickings on running backs. You have just I mean, I know it's only one running back, you know, so that's the thing that like, you know, maybe it might not be slim pickings actually now that I'm thinking about it, but just being a single QB league, like, man, I mean, people like they're just in the habit of going running back because you can play a running back in, yeah, flexes. I'm assuming you can play running back in the flexes, right? So like, it's like people are going to draft. I was going to do a double negative there. People are still going to draft running backs as long as you can play them in the flexes as well. Okay, Saquon is, but yeah, Bijan's free. Yeah, so I mean, Bijan would be. I mean, dude, I know it's wishful thinking that that David Montgomery gets hurt again, but Gibbs was up there. Is Gibbs a keeper also? So that's why I can't decide. Lock up Chase. I could have an RB in round 4, even like Ken Walker, James Conner, etc. Any name I enter there is riskier and hopeful, though. See, exactly. And like, dude, they're just going to be way better wide receiver options there than running back options when you get to your next pick. Like, that's how I'm thinking. Is that because, yeah, I mean, you're either way, you're getting like whoever you think is number 1 at the position, right? At least who's available to pick. Dang it, what the hell?
You bastard!
Dude, you bastard. Hey, Smokey the Cat, what up, bro? Oh, Jay Hool, there we go. Hey, appreciate you, bro. You made it home safe. You smoking already? Let's go. What are you smoking on? I'm smoking on Sashimi, 24.66% THC. All right, let's see. I think we need a weed song going here. Hold on.
Yo, what's up? Right now, this is Mac Miller with my homie Tree J. You know what I'm saying? It's 420, Piff Jar, baby. He's getting me fucked up, high as hell, right
What
now.
round did a
So much
Debo
weed
go in?
in my lungs. I'm really high.
Bro,
It's
has
like
he even
a fucking
gone yet?
movie, except I can't see because I'm so high. Thank you, Tree J, for this bomb-ass weed you hooked me up with.
What the hell is it? Yeah, he's still available, bro. He's still fucking available. Told you, you don't want to listen to me though. Nice, smoke the pink lemonade infused joint. Nope. It's so funny because he's so off my radar because he's been getting picked earlier. I mean, we'll see. Like now he might go if anyone's like paying attention or heard the name that I said. But every time I let him go, I don't get it. Let's see. I might pick him in the, if I get a chance, I'm gonna pick him in the 33rd or 34th round for you, bro. So I mean, he's pretty much at the top of the list though. So we'll see if he even makes it. Oh, my bad. I scrolled down. Toyota one, back at the top. Said if anyone used the Fubo app, there's a class action lawsuit for cash payments. So you're saying I'm going 1.24 payment, bro. You got like fuck Fubo, bro. Like, dude, the shit that the service that I have, dude, for $40 a month, shit's all over Fubo. I used to have Fubo, and like this is what got me off of Fubo. Because what, Fubo's like $100, right, for like the sports package. This is $40, and you get so much more than you get on Fubo. So just saying, get your money from them or whatever. But dude, this streaming app that I got, if you guys aren't using it for football, you are overpaying a shitload. Let me tell you. Yeah, I got you guys covered. Oh, he just went. Just went, Mike. Hollywood took him, but Hollywood's definitely listening in the background somewhere. So he heard that name. I'm sure he did. I know he's listening. He's real sneaky over there through the grapevine. But look at that, man. A Debo in the 33rd round. Told you, bro. Told you. Yeah, there he goes right there. He said snipe. Yeah, I ain't getting him. He was all over it. Hollywood was.
Yo, what's up? Right now, this is Mac Miller with my homie Tree.
Okay. All right, we are almost there. This one's a short one.
This thing right here, yeah, tell me about it. It's letting all the people know. Ooh, what's that? What burnouts talk about? Yeah, what do they talk about, baby? You know, the chronic. Check it out. Ooh, that bud's so scandalous. You hit it too hard, you can't handle this. So you're smoking that thing, then you pass it to us with that look in your eyes so devious. You inhale with all you got. Suck it down hard till you see in dots. And your body's on the ground, but your mind is not. Cause you living la vida smoker. Now you high as a kite. Been talking all night, all night long. Let me hit that bong, baby. That bong, 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 bong. I like to roll a blunt, ooh, and smoke it in a pipe too. But best of all is that bong, 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 bong. You know you love that cannabis, so pull up a chair and come smoke with us. They call me Crisco, I get baked so much. I like to hotbox my tour bus. Puff kids till it's 420. This stuff ain't cheap, I need more money. But when I buy it,
Hey, what
I
up,
got the
Jimmy?
best they got, cause I'm living la vida.
Hop on,
smoke
bro.
God. Now I'm high as a kite. I've been talking all night. All night long.
One
Let
ball.
me hit
One more
that
ball. And Pete, you're first.
baby.
Alright, sounds good, Jimmy.
That
You're
bong, 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 bong.
Alright, Mondo,
I
you're
like to roll a
third.
blunt, ooh, and smoke it in the pipe too. But best of all is that bong, 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 bong.
Yeah, bong, 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 bong.
Okay. Oh shit, got to be up in like 7 hours to go to sleep. There you go. Pete says he's happy about it. Man, Jamie, rip a couple bowls and pass out, bro. And last Shinobi, I got TB12 in the 35th. Where is it? I got him, bro. He said y'all must be trolling. Oh man, fucking hilarious. Okay, let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna try to be quicker when I talk about the grades because I feel like the grades are really good for breaking down into short form for people to watch. So I'm gonna try to run through, like when I start a grade, I'm gonna try to run through quick. Let's see. Okay. All right, so I'll do the bowl after. Here we go. So Cali Jam QBs starting off with Baker and Fields. Any backups? Just Taylor. Got him back up for Fields, but it's not going to count towards the grade. I'm going to say Baker's like a B plus. Fields is like a B minus to me. So I'm going to say a B for your quarterbacks. Running backs, Gibbs, Cooks, Connor, ETN. That's not too shabby. You got a solid 4. Gibbs is an A for me. Cook and Connor are like B's, and ETN's like a B minus or a C plus. I'm going to say B plus overall for that. Wide receivers, Amon Ra, DK Metcalf, Jerry Jeudy, and let me see, 2, 4, 6, and I guess Ray Davis would also be a part of your starters. Mon Ra's an A. DK and Jeudy are kind of like B's for me. I think I'm going to say B plus for those. IDP, Zaire Franklin, Fred Warner, Nick Bolton, Edrin Cooper, Nick Benito. That's very solid. I would say that's like B plus for the starters on IDP. Let's see your bench. Hendrickson, Walker, Jordan Battle, friend of the show. Drake Greenlaw, Leonard Williams. That was a good pick. And Thule all the way at the end. That's a good pick also. I think Hendrickson and Leonard Williams, definitely game changers there. I feel that's like a B on the bench. So I'm going to say B plus overall for the IDP. And then your offensive bench, it starts at Higgins, Jalen McMillan, Hunt, Hopkins, Jonnu Smith. It's crazy how far he's dropped since that trade. Royals, Freiermuth. Oh, nice. You got both of them. So if one does better than the other, I feel they're both just going to eat into each other, though. And Brashard Smith, Keenan Allen, Mitchell, Komet, Restrepo, Dylan. I think that I'm going to say a C plus for that. So that's going to bring the overall grade down 1 tick. So it was a B for QBs, a B plus for RBs, a B plus for the wide receivers, a B plus for the IDP, and then a C plus for the bench. So the bench is the only thing bringing the grade down. QBs are right at a B at an 85. And then you have 3B pluses. So that's going to end up being 88, but you minus in the 1 for the bench. So we got an 87 overall for Cali Jam here. There we go. 87 overall for Cali Jam. Let's go. And Peter said Ray won't make it in, and he said, I know that where he lines up. Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, really, it's just whoever. I mean, you have one flex spot open, after ETN. That's the way that that's the way I can explain it easily. So it's either Ray Davis, it's Higgins, it's McMillan, it's Hunt, it's Hopkins, it's any one of those guys or anybody else on your bench. That's all I was saying was that it was that there was still one spot that was unaccounted for in your starters before you started going IDP. And last Shinobi, I didn't want to draft Young. I had Lawrence in my site. My phone didn't update quick enough, so I went to click and it changed to Young. Dang it, would have gone Gino. Well, I ended up getting Gino. I don't know how good or bad that'll end up being, but I got him as my third, so I appreciate it because I definitely don't want Young. We would have been in that same boat of not wanting them. Pete said, I got you. Thanks, brother. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you, Pete. You the man. You the man. Jamie says there's 2 teams in Caddyshack that doesn't have a QB through 6 rounds. Interesting strategy. I mean, you don't have to play 2. I mean, as long as you have 1, you're fine. But I wonder why people wouldn't be like QBs in the first round. Why are they doing that? And then do a little bit of research if you haven't yet. I mean, I tell everybody to read the bylaws, man, but I don't know. I don't know why people wouldn't. I mean, it's only $11, so I understand, why people wouldn't. But even if you don't read the bylaws, why not look at the rosters and shit on the homepage of Sleeper? All right, little Bolski, and then we're jumping into Last Shinobi, aka Jay Hool. There you go. This one might make for a good clip as well because there's going to be people like, why the fuck this motherfucker draft Tom Brady? I'll just play it straight and I'll just, we'll keep with the shtick that it's a good pick there and it's all for the loyalty. It is all to get a mentor for the young May, the young, and even Russ Wilson needs a mentor like Tom Brady in his life. Jamie said I have 3 QBs in round 6 in this one. See, that's what I'm saying. Like are they not paying attention to how other people are drafting as well? Or are they just like, this guy's an idiot. He drafted 3 quarterbacks in the first 6 rounds. Because it totally could be something like that. Dude, it's fucking hilarious. Oh, man. Well, Godspeed. I hope you guys get at least 1 quarterback. Woo! Yes. Nice. Devo just joined the next slow draft that we got. Talladega Nights. Don't forget, guys, we got morning/early afternoon drafts these next 3 days for July 4th, 5th, and 6th. And that's 10 a.m. West Coast time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And tomorrow, the draft that we got is rounders, and there's only 4 spots as of now. And I might jump into that one because I like drafting like you guys. I'm addicted too. Probably not if I'm sure those other 4 spots will get them filled. But the nighttime draft, I'm sure that one's going to be tough because I know people are going to be doing a lot of family stuff. If you're not going to be doing family stuff, let's do a draft, baby. Hell yeah. 1 second, guys. All right. I should troll him and take a fourth with my next pick. And I mean, what? This guy's hoarding all the QBs. Why? Do they really think it's a single QB league with the way that people have been drafting? I wonder. I wonder. Pizza 122 slow draft is so slow. It's almost in reverse. It's killing me in that one. I got a decent squad. Yeah, like, you know what's crazy? Like, how is that one still going? We already had the 135 finish. The 135 already finished. I think that was like, there's still like 2 or 3 drafts that were ahead of them that didn't finish. Like, I don't know what it was. People went crazy in that one. Hella quick. Here we go. Now we got Jay Hool. All right. Where you at, last Shinobi? So the QBs, Drake May, Young, and Russell Wilson, who's very dangerous.
It's too much of us, it's dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My flip mode squad is dangerous.
And then Josh Dobbs. And look at that. The mentor of all mentors, Tom Brady, in the 35th round. That's why we added these extra 5 rounds this year as opposed to last year. So you could get someone on your bench like Tom Brady who can really give your guys a pep talk, you know, take these guys under his wing, really mentor the locker room. And yeah, I like it. I like it. Running backs, Saquon, Henderson, Walker, Scadabo, and J.K. Dobbins. I like the quantity. I mean, to me, Barkley's an A. Henderson's like a C plus, though. I mean, a lot of these rookies are C pluses to me because we don't necessarily know what their workload's going to be. And there's a bunch of people who think that he's going to be like the 100%, you know, back right out of the gate, but it's not going to be that way. Stevenson's paid. It might be a little bit before he actually gets to come on, you know, as like the guy. I'm going to say a B, because to me, Henderson and Scadabo are both like C or C plus guys. I think Walker's a B and Barkley's an A, but I think because of those 2 guys like being starters here, that it's going to bring the overall grade on the RBs from a B to from B plus to a B. And I totally didn't even grade the quarterback. Sorry. So the quarterbacks are, I'm going to say it'd probably be a C plus before Tom Brady, but with Tom Brady, I'm going to give it a B minus. B minus for your QBs. And then a B for your RBs. Wide receivers, Hunter, you probably took him too early. If he gets a bunch of points on both sides of the ball, it could be a really, really smart pick. But if he gets used in the IDP slot, that means that your 2 top wide receivers and only 2 wide receivers in your starting spots are Rice and Adunze. And even just the trio of them, I'm going to say a B minus for the wide receivers with that trio. IDP, Garrett, Bosa, Surtain, Gonzalez, Will Anderson. That is Patrick Surtain and Gonzalez. Those are guys I'm not even drafting. I would just overlook them all together. It sucks that they're kind of like, it's like you paid up for them and guys that I wouldn't even want to draft if they were available in the 34th, 35th round, you know, for this kind of league. And really just in any IDP league. Maybe Gonzalez, but yeah, I don't like those picks there. Jihad Campbell, Khalil Return of the Mac, Montez Sweat, Dallas Turner, Chauncey Gardner, Chop Robinson, Byron Young, You got to go check out my IDP. You got to go check out my IDP rankings in Patreon because I feel like they would help you like kick ass. Really, I mean the Garrett, Bosa, Will Anderson. I don't like Jihad Campbell for where you got him. I definitely don't like Khalil Mack for where you got him. Same with Montez Sweat. Dallas Turner's probably not too bad. Chauncey Gardner's not too bad there. I don't know if I like Chop Robinson there and Byron Young with the 33rd pick. I mean, that's whatever. But yeah, man, it's like a B- to me. I mean, it's okay. And I would say it's better. It's above average, but it's probably like just a tick above average. Offensive bench starts with Ayuk, Cooper, Noel, Likely, and Mason Taylor. Ollie Gordon. I should have drafted him because I got A-Chain and Wright. And Cooks. Brandon Cooks. The rookie Ferguson from the Rams. Wicks and Singletary. I'm going to call that. You didn't need to draft Amari Cooper right there in the 13 spot. I swear he went in like the 35th round like 2 drafts ago. And you might go even undrafted in some of these. And you know what? You're right, Shinobi. I'm going to come back to those running backs before I do the final grade. I'm going to say C+ on the bench. So it was a B- for the QBs. And yeah, I mean, Dobbins, I'm going to say because you have Dobbins that it's a B+ instead of a B. But yeah, Henderson and Scatterbo, they're bringing that average down though. You know, they're bringing that average down. So B-, B+, B-. What'd you get for the IDP? B-, and then C+. So that would be. So the running backs would be the only thing bringing the average up at the B+. I mean, that is your best positional group, though. And 6, and then. So this is going to be an 82 overall. 82 overall. And yeah, but bringing up Dobbins, because I did say that Dobbins was in the starters because he is at your top 10. It's your top 10 spots, but if you pick a QB, it's like your 11th spot is in there because you only play 2 QBs. Jamie said this format wouldn't target cornerbacks. I'd try to go after safeties, especially ones that play in the box. Yeah, definitely. And I'd be going after, middle linebackers because you do want some consistency and some guys that are going to be getting, close to 20 points a game. And yeah, I mean, I like the Garrett and Bosa and Will Anderson, but it's like you need more guys like that. And like Jihad Campbell, I just feel like there's better guys that you could have got then. You should have just got him later. Montez Sweat, I don't know what it is, man. They're just like not using him right in Chicago. That's why I don't really like him. Khalil Return of the Mackies, could have gotten him later. Chauncey Gardner's good there. Chop Robinson, I don't know. I get nervous about him. But yeah, either way, not too bad with 82. I always critique and give the constructive criticism either way. He said, gotcha. He said, I barely knew defensive positions and quarterback and how cornerbacks work in IDP. Yeah, for sure. And so that's why, like, it's smart for a guy like you to be here to get a grade to kind of get the feedback. That's how you get better. Jamie, the one in the one who's talking in the chat right now, I introduced him to IDP as well, and it was in this tournament. But what, like 2 years ago, 2023? Yeah, I think 2023. He never drafted IDP before. His first one, maybe first 2, very, very shaky, at best. That's me being nice, very, very shaky. But he took the constructive feedback, and he ended up getting second place in the tournament that year and won $1,000. That was the first year that we had I think it was the first year we had one winner that won $1,000, and then the other one, the other winners didn't win, over 1,000. And then, but that year, 2023 was the first year that we had more than one person win $1,000, and Jamie won $1,000. Didn't even know it. Came in on the live stream. And yeah, I was like, dude, where you been, Jamie? You fucking won, bro. And even though he didn't win, came in second. I mean, shit, as a winner. And Pete said Jihad's going to be a stud in that D. I'm not arguing with it, but I don't think that it's going to be right away. And I'm saying you could have just got him later. You didn't have to get him in the 23rd because you passed up on guys like Cody Barton. Let me see, which way is it going? I would have rather had Byard, Yvonne Pace, Peyton Wilson, McFadden. I would have rather had any of those guys. I mean, then those are just like guys, who are just like immediately drafted after. Because you could draft him later. I guarantee you could draft him later. I know Hollywood Cole's an Eagles fan. But I just don't. I don't think you have to draft him that early. That's what I'm saying. You could probably get him close. I'd rather get him closer to the 30th than closer to the 20th. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I think he is going to be a beast as well. But Zach Bond is going to be stealing tackles from him. And let's see how much they use Jihad right off the bat. Jamie said only drafted 5 teams. I was a quick learner, and Alex is a great teacher. Appreciate you, man. I mean, I've been playing IDP it's getting very close to 20 years now. And I mean, I've been playing with IDP as long as I've been playing with fantasy football. So, and everything about this scoring system, like it's Sleeper's default now, but this was like damn near the exact same scoring system that I created been critiquing since 2007. And there's only one difference between my OG scoring and this one, and it was the touchdowns. I had it where touchdowns were 10, touchdowns are 6 here. That is really that's really the main difference between IDP 1, 2, 3 and then my Hustlers custom scoring. And yeah, it was just year after year, making like little changes, so like, yeah, the scoring system, this IDP 1, 2, 3. I mean, I adopted it because I don't want to make it seem like, my scoring system's all hella different from it. I'll adopt the IDP 1, 2, 3 because Jordan Reigns, he's the one who created it. But yeah, it's like so similar to the one, like he hasn't even been playing with fantasy football or IDP like anywhere close to me. But so I'm not even really sure how he came up with the scoring system. But yeah, I'm glad that it was like so close to mine. Yeah, Pete said, I hear you. We're out here gambling. I love it, bro. I love it. That's what we're doing. Hell yeah. Bond is a beast. And I don't know if anybody drafted him when I'm going to be critiquing the grade. But since we're talking about Bond, let's just bring up the shout out from Bond.
What's going on, guys? Eagles linebacker Zach Bond here to let you know, give you a little reminder that defensive players matter. Come on. Don't be scared to join an IDP league with a hustler. You know what it is. Big shout out to Alex and the 420 crew. Yeah, come on. Don't count us out, man. Join IDP league. Come on, with the hustler.
Let's go. I need to post that again. Woo. Oh, before we get into Mondo's grade, I got to remind you guys, I got a bunch of leagues that are filling right now. Get your notepads out. Get those handy dandy notepads out. So the first league that we got, as Shinobi said, but y'all can't unconvince me that May at QB1 this year, last year, very least QB3. What do you like overall QB1? So in this scoring, probably not, because running quarterbacks don't have as much of an advantage as they do in default scoring. Default scoring for QBs, 25 yards, and then you get a point. This one, it's 15 yards and you get a point. So the the difference between the rush and the pass is not that much, not like 10 yards per 1 point for rushing and then 25 yards, per point. I mean, that's a huge discrepancy. This, it's not as much. So not saying that Drake May won't be good, but he just doesn't have that advantage as he would in like the default scoring. Jamie said, I thought Jeff Ratcliffe was involved in the 1, 2, 3 scoring development. I'm not really sure, man. I don't know the fucking lore behind it. But like I said, I'm sure that the scoring system that I have that is like this much different. I adopted IDP 1, 2, 3, but like it was like literally that much different. One thing was different, and that was it. Outside of that, it's the exact same as what they've been doing. So I have no idea. I don't know the lore. I know Jordan Reigns was one of them. Was he the only one? I have no fucking clue. And who knows? Maybe Jordan's trying to take credit for something someone else did. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But I'm glad that people are adopting it because it should be the main scoring. It should be the main scoring. Okay, so leagues, 32-man league, $55 buy-in. You guys want to jump in? There's only a handful of spots left. If anybody wants the links to any of these drafts while I'm talking, let me know. I'll throw it in there. All these leagues are redraft leagues, and they're paid through League Safe as well. So we got the 32-man league. It's the Marvel Multiverse of Madness. So if you like Marvel, if you like madness, this is the league for you. It is very fun. Then we got the Guillotine League. I opened a third one. There's only a handful of spots left. $33 buy-in. That is the one where 18 teams start, and every single week, whoever scores the least, their team is eliminated and their team is thrown back into the waiver wire. Everyone has $1,000 fab to start. This one is very, very fun. Very, very fun. Benny Blanco said, bro, my friend wants to start in August. And I'm like, I want to start now. Nah, man, for the redraft leagues, you got to start in August. Get into these best ball drafts with us, bro. Like, this is the way to do it. Like, $11 draft. You scratch that draft itch with this. You have fun drafting, and you have the opportunity to make a shitload of money. Way more money than you can win in any league that you are going to play, and I can almost guarantee it. And said, I mean, in general, in real life. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, that's high praise. That's high praise for a sophomore, for sure. I mean, I don't know if it ever, I mean, maybe Patrick Mahomes, because I think as a sophomore, didn't he win MVP and, win a Super Bowl and all that? Or, I mean, that's a little different, but like, that's tough. Last Shinobi, I'm trading Allen where I can find the best deal because May's taking over. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I want to get that drop now from The Hangover. Look at this guy. He's fucking crazy. And Pete said, what league is the one where the low team gets thrown back into the waiver? Sign me up. That one's super fun. That one is the Guillotine League. And yeah, it starts off with 18 teams and it goes all the way to week 17. And it's top 3 get paid. But whoever makes it to week 17, you guys are the ones in the running for the championship pay and second pay. All right, so here we go. And there's only 4 spots left as of now. Last year and the year before, I had 2 of these. 2 of them filled up so quick that I opened up a third one, and I might open up a fourth one because all these drafts, they're slow drafts, 2-hour clocks for the Guillotine because 18 teams. Very, very impossible. Very, very impossible to get everybody together at the exact same time. It's 2-hour clocks, and I think it turns to 1-hour clocks like somewhere like towards the end. But yeah, so these ones are a grind, but this one, it's so fun during the year. I mean, the waiver wire is just insane because like every single week you're going to have at least 1 or 2 dope players on there. And then the farther that it goes, the more that the teams are actually stacked. And it's just like insane amount of dope players on the waiver as the league thins out. it almost gets like super hard at the end because like your team's going to be so stacked by the end. Unless you just avoid the waiver wire, but yeah, you know, nobody should do that. And then I got my vampire leagues. Or actually, let's start with the 3 QB leagues. 3 QB leagues are so dope, man. So the 3 QB leagues, it's you start 2 QBs plus a super flex, 10 team leagues. There's one that has ID. Actually, there's one or two that have IDP, and they're all $55 buy-ins all through League Safe. These ones are super fun. Everything you know about every other league, you like flip it on your head because the QBs are by far the most important position. These ones are super, super fun. Okay, perfect. Pete said he's in. Let's go see. Let's make sure you lock down that spot real quick. There we go. In there like swimwear, baby. And shit, I didn't notice that 2 more people joined the Guillotine League. So we actually only have 1 more spot available. I mean, everyone has not paid yet. I recognize a lot of the names in this league, though. I recognize a lot of names in this league, though. Oh, dang it. I didn't even realize I was taking up one of the spots. Yeah, totally. So good. I'm playing in 2 guillotines this year. All right. All right, Shinobi said off to bed, broski. Have a great night. Thanks for the entertainment. Appreciate you, homie. Let's see. Jamie says what Google says. IDP 1-2-3 system was conceived by Ross Miles, Kevin Greenstein, Joe Ratcliffe from PFF around 2011. Okay. Interesting. I still beat him to the punch because I started all this in 2007, and I think I fully evolved it by 2010. Maybe they heard somewhere through the grapevine, but very, very interesting. Good stuff. Good stuff. So I don't know. I don't know why Jordan. I don't know why Jordan takes credit for it. Honestly, I really don't. That's hilarious, though. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't widely spread and known on Twitter. But yeah, it's crazy because now with like AI, we can call out some people on that, huh? Okay, so the 3 QB leagues, super fun. And then we got the vampire leagues, which are fucking phenomenal, man. I love them. There's 4 of these. One has IDP. And no rush, bro. The draft isn't for like a month. No rush, dude. And the vampire leagues are so fun. So they're 10 teamers. And Jamie said they probably stole it from you. Yet let's make a Wikipedia page giving you credit. Let's do it, bro. I don't know how to do it, but let's fucking do it, man. Let's do it. In existence. And we'll even say since 2009. So we'll increase the lore on our end. And so with these vampire leagues, 10-team league, one of them has defense, but 3 of them are offense only. There's some 33 entries and then 55 buy-ins. There's 4 of them total. And the vampire does not draft. Everybody else drafts. The vampire gets the scraps. When the vampire wins any game, they get to force a 1-for-1 trade where they get to steal anyone on that team and they have to send back a starter. So the vampire can't stick them with some super bum. But, in the beginning, the vampire is going to have a lot of bums on that squad. And J Money, what up? What up? He said, puff, pass. I like to get in leagues closer to week 1. We have any 2 QB super flex leagues around middle of August? Yes, but you want to get in now to make sure to secure your spot. Yes. So like the leagues that I'm filling right now, all of the redraft leagues that I'm filling draft in August. Okay. The best ball is different. That's not it's best ball redraft, but this you draft and there's no management. And it's a part of a huge ass tournament where there's like thousands of dollars at stake. All the redraft leagues that I'm starting, they only draft in August. That's the only way to draft for redraft is in August. The ones that start earlier are like the super deep teams, like the 32 teamer. That one starts August 1st. These 18 teamers, these guillotines, they're starting week 1. August 1st because of because they're slow drafts. All the fast drafts, they're happening between let me look at the They're happening between August 24th and September 3rd. That's when pretty much all the redraft leagues that I'm hosting are happening between. And most of them I'm going to try to fit in between the 25th and the 31st. And then it's because I can still open up some other leagues if people are super addicted and they want to get in some leagues September 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. But it's also because of the best ball, because we're not stopping the best ball. Like the best balls are going to continue every single day. And I know there's going to be, certain people that slow down in areas, but it's also $11. That's the reason why we're going to have people still drafted in this, because it's literally, I mean, it's like it's doing it's like a lottery ticket, it really is. And yeah, let me remind everyone what we're playing for, because we're going to get over 200. We're going to get over 200 teams in this for sure. How much more, I'm not really sure. But what I have listed right now is the 200, the payouts based on 200 teams, and top team, $7,000 for the top team off an $11 entry, $2,200 for second place, $1,200 for third place, $1,000 for fourth place. I know there's a lot of teams, but if your team ends up in the top 4 come week 17 and through all the playoffs and everything, you're taking home over $1,000. And then it's 600, 450, 350, 300, 250, 225, 200, 175, 150, 150, 125, 100, 100, 100, 100, 75, 75. And then it goes all the way down, trickles all the way down through 100 teams. And that's like the bottom 50% get $20 back. So better than a poke in the eye and just more winners. But yeah, that top 4, 7,000, 2,200, 1,200, and $1,000 off an $11 entry. That's why a lot of people are joining a bunch of these. Because not only is it fun, okay, number one, not only is it the best draft practice that you will get, number 2, not even because of that. It's because of the amount of money that you can actually win, and you don't have to manage. You don't have to manage it. Your best players play no matter what. Pete said 200 leagues. Yeah, like I really feel like we're going to be flirting with 225 to 250. I really think that if I go hard and I try really, really hard, that I can get us to 250. And if we get to 250, top team, 8,500, 2,500, 1,400, 1,200, 700, 550, 450, 400, 350, 300, 275, 250, 225, 225, 200, 175, 150, 150, 125, 125, 100, 100, and then trickling all the way down through 126 teams. And yeah, it's that would be awesome if we get to 250. And I have the payouts broken down all the way up to 300. I don't know if we're going to get to 300 this year. It'd be fucking awesome if we could. I don't think we are. But, dude, if we did, the winner, 10,000. We get to 300 leagues. It's going to be 10,000 for first place. It's fucking insane. 2,800 for second place, 1,600 for third place, 1,400, then 800, 650, 550, 500, 420, 375, 325, all the way down through 151 players. Yeah. So it is. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's getting bigger and bigger, and everything that I did for the payouts, it's all percentage based. So it's pretty much me punching in the totals, and then we get all the percentages and how many teams get paid out and all that kind of stuff. Finishing this bowl, then Mondo Burger. And J Mine said, Cali Jam, I like your team. Solid minus Cook. I like Kamara Mora. He's going to be a 3 down back this year, 300 touches. I had Cook last year, 18 touchdown, hardly any games over 20 points in my PPR is annoying. Yeah, it sucks that Josh Allen steals all his points. And yeah, it's tough, man. It really is.
Stallion!
Whew. All right, we're gonna finish this off, and then Mondo's squad. Here we go. All right, Mondo starts off QBs, Jalen Hurts and Herbert as a very good squad. And Total One said, dang, 10K, that'd be very nice. Said, if not this year, next year, 300 leagues isn't far-fetched. No, because we could double it up during the weekends. You know, as long as a bunch of people come back to play, you know, we could double up during the weekends earlier in the season, you know, and stuff like that. And the busier it gets, the more days we're going to be able to double up drafts. And the more days that we could double up drafts means the more total, you know, just the more total leagues that we get, you know. I mean, shit, if we're doubling up this year, I mean, if a lot of people come back, I mean, we might be tripling up, you know, on some drafts next year. And dude, wouldn't that be nice? And like, I'd even have to pay it out where I paid it off in like two $5,000 checks or something like that. So you wouldn't have, so, cause you know, anything over 10,000 is just like super crazy with like banks and IRS and all that. But when you win this kind of money, you're gonna have to claim it somehow. You know, you're gonna have to throw it on your taxes, that's for sure. But either way, you know, it's the status that we're getting to here. We gotta win these big bucks. Says starting early helped out. Yeah, and every year I want to do it. The day that free agency starts, the day that the craziness starts for the NFL, that's the day that we start this. And that's always like second week of March. So that's still very, very early in the off season. And imagine if we, you know, we double up on leagues on Saturday and Sunday, like that early in the off season. Like, dude, that's might be 400 leagues, you know, like if we start doubling and tripling up because so many people are into it. Because every year, like, yeah, there's people that didn't get involved this year who were involved last year. And I have all that kind of info, you know, and like, dude, there's really not like there is really not that many people like that got involved last year who didn't get involved this year. Like, I'm even gonna check this right now. Sorry, Mondo, I know I might be edging you over there. Just hang. Yeah, and there might even be a couple teams that I'm missing now, like that I didn't go in and marked as in a league. But I mean, yeah, I feel like there's like 100 people who are like in this year from last year. And all right, good. Mondo said smoking a fatty. Perfect. And I mean, and it's not over because I already see some people's names like in here who I already see some people's names who are in here who already said they're just waiting until it gets a little bit closer to August before they join. Okay. Oh, found another one. All right, I'll hold that. Oh, found another one. Oh, shit. I hear fireworks going off right now. And they sound very close. Oh, I'm finding more. Okay, and they're easy to find at least. All right, almost got it here. Let me see. Damn. Dude, this shit's loud. That shit is loud. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right, this might be the last one here. And then we're gonna see how many people. So yeah, there's about 100 people who are in from last year to this year. And then there's about 158 who aren't in this year. But really, there was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 of those people had 10 or more teams. Yeah, and actually, yeah, there was only 37 people who had 3 or more teams. And like so many new people in this year that are like counterbalancing that and inviting people in and all that shit. And yeah, it's been awesome. And Toyota One should push it throughout the year so people know to come back in the off season. Yeah, for sure. Well, and seeing, I think I want to do a weekly video recap as well. Like I'm gonna put it on Patreon, but I'm gonna like take the highlights from Patreon and then do a weekly tournament recap and then remind people about it and let them know that we're starting in March and we draft all the way through the first day of the season. J Money is Mike Evans, the alpha. Will get 1,000 yards and 10 TDs this season? He's probably going to flirt with it, man. I mean, Baker's probably going to flirt with 40 touchdowns, So yeah, I think he gets 1,010. He said he's not us. I mean, dude, guy's a savage, man. One of the best red zone threats like ever. And he was on the league. Like anybody who did a cameo on the league is extra elite. That is for sure. Okay. One second, guys. Uh-oh. We got fake Jordan Brooks in the house, and he said, could you go Jordan Brooks? Dude, I mean, someone snatched him before me, so I couldn't get him. He got picked one pick before I was about to take him. But yeah, Jordan Brooks, I got him ranked as my 5th IDP overall. All right. Okay, here we go. Mondo. Totally edging you, I know, because we started and then roundabout, and then but now we're back, and it's like it'll be like we never even started. So your Hertz and Herbert, I mean, that's very, very solid. Also got Cousins, you got Heineke. You didn't get damn, I can't even think of his name off the top of my head, but you didn't get the backup there. I'm gonna give it. It's either a B plus or an A. I mean, yeah, and I feel really like more beneficial to get Hertz's backup in this case. I think I got him. Let's see. You got Heineke, but you did not get whatever the hell his name is. I'm sure he's still there. I'm gonna call it a B plus because you only have 2 QBs in there. RBs: Henry, Pollard, Swift. Henry's an A to me. Pollard's like a B minus. Swift is like a B minus or a C plus. I think I'm gonna give you a B overall for that, for only having one. Like, I mean, kind of like that. It's kind of hero like RB ish. Running backs kind of went fast. So I mean, even at the end of the 5th, I mean, Pollard was kind of like the best. Wide receivers: Brown, AJ Brown, Mike Evans, Sutton, Ridley, and then pass catchers. So Kelsey would be in the mix as well. And that's nice at the 10 too. AJ Brown's like a B+ to me. Evans, Sutton, Ridley, I mean, they're like B guys to me. Kelsey's like a B because of the tight end premium. I think I got to give it a B overall. There's like so many Bs that they're pulling AJ Brown to their level, but real solid nonetheless. And then IDP, Zach Bond, friend of the show, Zach Bond. There we go. Jordan Brooks, woo, look at that. Henley, Cashman, nice. That's solid top 4. Knight's okay. Bynum's solid. McFadden, he's okay. Wilson's all right. I mean, kind of, I don't know. Tranquil, no, that's who. Man. Tranquil's a bum.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
Oh no! We suck again!
Carly's, Jalen Thompson, Dodson, the IDP Dodson, and Donovan Wilson. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I'm going to say this is a B for the IDP, and your top 4. I mean, they're definitely bringing the average up, but a lot of the guys, like Knight, he's probably, I mean, Knight and Bynum, those are probably like solid B guys. So is McFadden. But then you got like Tranquil bringing it all the way down. Carly's, Thompson, Donovan Wilson bringing it down. Dodson's not so bad. Dodson's probably like a B. And then offensive bench. Ingram, Benson, Eckler, Raheed Shaheed, Thielen, Ertz, Gesicki, Lloyd, Michael Wilson, Adonai Mitchell, Jalen Tolbert. I'm going to say it's a B-. I'm going to say it's a B- for the bench. I mean, it's barely getting there, but it is there. So we had a B+ for the quarterbacks, a B for the running backs, a B for the wide receivers, a B for the IDP, and then a B- for the bench, for the offensive bench. And when it's a B-, it's kind of like neutral to the overall grade for those who are here for the first time. So let's see. How's this all going to average out? This is going to average out. I mean, the quarterbacks, they're what's bringing the average up. The running backs, the wide receivers, and the IDP are all at a B, so which is like an 85. And the bench is a B-, so that's just neutral. So it's going to be an 86 overall. That's what we're calling this one, an 86 overall for Mondo Burger. Yes, sir. And Mondo said, I was thinking about getting Hurts' backup. I thought if Hurts went down that they'd sign someone, but who knows? I mean, you never know. Probably not. But yeah, you should have got his backup because just in case, I mean, Hurts has gotten hurt in the last 2 games in like 3 years in a row or something. All right, guys, stay through the credits. I appreciate you guys. If your names are not on the credits, the way that you get your name there is by signing up on Patreon or YouTube. Justin Pickle in a Jar, you the man, our executive producer. Shout out to all our producers. Salute. Our co-producers. Salute. Our associate producers. That list is getting long. I appreciate you guys. Salute. Our epic supporters. Yes, most of you guys have been around forever. Our awesome supporters. You guys have definitely been around forever. Salute. I appreciate you guys, and we will see you next stream. Peace out. Everybody will be here tomorrow for a 10 a.m. draft West Coast and a 1 p.m. Eastern. Peace out, everybody.
Defense on me!
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night! If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.